Welcome back, hockey fans. I'm your host, Billy Brandt, and puck drop is just underway. Sorry for a little bit of a delay here to the start, and that's going to get cleared off the ceiling. Bring us a first stoppage. 19:20 on the clock here as we're out at the McDonald Arena for game number 3 of the MMJHL Finals. I'm your host, Billy Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. And what has been a good series so far, off the draw, Canucks controlling here. Osterman, he'll play it down low to Price. Price getting pinned by Bergman. Now looking. Price back to the point. Canucks, they play it across to Whiteley. Whiteley fires through traffic, and that gets blocked. Palat scoops it up, and he'll try and get it out of the zone. Played right back in by the Canucks. Twisters in the black and maroon. Meanwhile, the Canucks rocking the white uniforms with the blue. And here comes Younger. Cole Younger looking at fire. Save made on that opportunity as Logan Enns gets his first start of the finals. And he'll make another quick save in quick succession. Hepner now from behind his own net. Trying to work it to Clark. Clark on the near side. And he'll just float that one in on Gilbert. Gilbert, he'll stick that around behind him. And Neal now with the puck on his stick behind his own bench. And he'll work it all the way from out of his net all the way to Willian. Willian walks in. Here comes all speedy and dangerous Willian. He had 2 goals in their last meeting. And couldn't get anything really near the net there. Close with the traffic in front. Twisters now, they'll pull it around behind the net. And that's off a stick. And played right back in by Hart. And we got an offside, bring us a stoppage in play. .18:17 on the clock, and puck drop comes all the way back into the Canucks zone. Twisters trying to hold on to the puck, and they won't be able to. And just out of the reach of Willian, and that's going to come all the way down ice and waved off. Jacob Carrolls, he'll fork that across to Joliker. Joliker, he'll play that off the boards and all the way down the ice. Where Neal will play it at his own blue line, turn that over. Quick shot by Weeb, and that's high and wide off the glass. Loose puck in the skirmish for it. Comes up behind the net of the Canucks, where it's going to be controlled by the Pembroke Valley Twisters. Weeb with the puck, he'll wait. Guarded in tight. Hepner is shot through traffic, and that one whizzes just wide of the net. Scooped up by the 25 of the Canucks, and he'll work that across ice. On the near side, off a couple sticks. And that comes out of the zone. Puck cleared in, and Gilbert, he'll make the save on that one, directing it into the corner. And Phillips couldn't scoop it up for the Canucks. Deflected in off of Van Dynes and down the ice for the Twisters. Gertson, he's giving chase. One of the leading scorers in this series, especially for the Twisters. And there's a quick shot on net from the line for the Twisters. Easy save by Gilbert. Shots 4-3 in favor of the Canucks as they work it out of their zone and run into the Twisters captain Jacob Carrolls, who plays it right back in. For the Twisters, Alex Van Dynes giving chase. He had an assist the other night in game number 2. Phillips now from behind his own goal line. He'll play that cross ice to the far side. And here come the Canucks working up the far side. And Thornton, he'll get knocked off the puck. That's worked around behind the Twisters' goal where their captain will scoop it up. And the Canucks play it right back in. Enns leaves it for Jacob Carrolls. Carrolls to Alex Van Dynes. Van Dynes on the near side, trying to get it all the way ahead to Gertson. And a little bit off on that pass. Cale Price will scoop it up. The captain of the St. James Canucks, he'll turn that over. Twisters in tight, working with it. Puck will come all the way around behind the net. Still jamming at it. Couple of players working with it. As the skirmish for the puck continues. And there's the clear-in by the Canucks. Grindle now with the puck, dangerously behind the Twisters' goal, and he'll get it knocked off his stick. Quick shot from the blue line, and Enns gloves that and holds on for a whistle. Bring a stoppage in play at 15:45. Shots are 5-3 in favor of the Canucks. Here's their latest shot attempt. through traffic, and Cohen Thomas can't clear off his stick. There's a quick slap shot from the point, and holding on for the whistle is the Twisters netminder as he prepares for the whistle for the drop to his left. And off the draw. Twisters will work around on the near side, and hand pass ahead by the Canucks, picked up though by Colton Weeb, and the Twisters go offside. Another Twister AP making his start here in the postseason. Second game played of the postseason. Bergman rolls into the draw against Hyatt, and the Canucks control off the draw. Neal corralling the puck on the near side and working it off the stick of William into the zone. Ends leaves for Van Dynes. Van Dynes turns that over. Quick shot from the blue line. And that got deflected by a stick just wide where Mason Vendel will scoop it up. Centering and a quick shot by William. Paddle save by Ends. Van Dynes going hard into the boards, chasing for it, but William comes out with the puck along with the help as Griffin Hyatt. Hyatt now, he'll play it to William. William working now along the circle back to Neal at the point, and they cycle. Shot through traffic, and that goes towards the ref in the corner. Off a couple bodies, and the Twisters cleared all the way down the ice. Neal scoops it up. Didn't have enough for icing. Neal from the safety of his own net. He'll wait as Bergman pressures him. Twisters finishing their change, and Mason Vendel will finish the change here for the Canucks as the Canucks control with the puck as Whiteley, he runs into Weeb, and Weeb goes down as he'll play it ahead, trying to get to Joliker. And hard working there by DeGrave, but he can't get the puck on his stick, and the Canucks clear it in instead. Van Dynes now. He'll work it past Hyatt, and now all the way up on the near side of Joliker. Pressure by Whiteley, puts on the brakes, plays it into the slot for Weeb. Weeb cuts in front, didn't get a shot off. Weeb though scoops up the loose puck as it's in the ref's skates. And now it's on the stick of Bradley Whiteley. And Whiteley gets it out of his zone. Cale Price, he'll walk into the zone now here for the Canucks, firing that one wide. And off the dasher, Wood sends it all the way down the ice, and it hits the dasher at the other end. That'll bring icing against the Twisters. 13:47 on the clock. Shots are 6-4 in favor of the home squad in this one. I'm your host, Bentley Brantlow, with my cameraman, Josh Keck, and we thank you all for tuning in to Game 3 here of the MMJHL playoffs, and what has been a good back-and-forth finals. Canucks win off the draw. William back to the point. Quick shot, and again, stick save just over the net by Ends. Price behind the Twisters' goal, centering in front. Couple of sticks break that one up, and Whiteley plays it across out of the zone. Ends leaves for Wood. Brock Wood. Pressure by Neal, and he'll work that just out of the zone where Gertson picks it up. Gertson across to Dick, and DeGrave. He'll ring that one all the way around the boards and down the ice. The Twisters' leading goal scorer. And that loose scrum for the puck, controlled mainly by the Canucks, able to get it out of the zone, and it'll be played right back in by Josh Guilford. Bray Whiteley, he'll work it across to Einerson, and off a stick of a Canuck to Guilford. Guilford plays it right back in at the red line for the Twisters. Whiteley again to Einerson, working it ahead, and Jordy now, he'll play it into the side. Hard hit there on Thorson. Sobey picks up the puck, he centers. The Canucks couldn't get a shot away. Was Jordy at the other end of the ice. Guilford rubs off the hip, but he turns it over, and that puck whizzes just wide of the net. Van Dynes digging in tight. Puck hits Jordy. It looked like in the face mask, trying to find it there. Picked up by Jacob Carroll, so he'll work it across. As Sutherland can't find it, now he kicks it ahead to his blade before playing it in. As we're 8 gone here in the opening frame. And what has been a game mainly controlled by the Canucks. As they'll clear that into their own bench, Canucks lead on the shot board 6-4. A couple chances though at the other end of the ice for the Twisters. Cale Price will await Xander Carroll's in the draw, as they will gingerly, slowly skate back here to the Canucks zone. Twisters win the offensive draw. Quick shot. Guilford save. Rebound lay loose in front. Hepner, he'll get his stick on that. Played around behind the net off the stick of Cale Price. And Anderson chips that one ahead. Scooped up by the 14, who I don't have on my sheet. I'll get you his number as soon as I can. Price. He'll play that across. And played right back in by Aiden Bruce. Still working with it. And that one rolls off a stanchion, picked up by the Twisters here in the defensive zone. 11:30 on the clock. And Colton Weeb elects to go for a change as the Twisters now getting pressure by Bruce in their own zone. Twisters trying to get it out of the O zone here, and they'll get picked up by the Canucks, and they'll send it out. Carroll's behind his own net. He'll work ahead to Xander Carroll's off the stick of Jacob Carroll's, and the Canucks will ultimately control that as Bruce playing it in off the stick of Neal. Xander Carroll's corrals the puck. He'll work it ahead off a couple sticks of Van Dynes, and now all the way to Mark Paulette. Paulette walking in, firing, and a good block there by Aiden Bruce, getting his stick on the Twister player, and he can't get much of a shot away. Here's an opportunity off the draw for the Canucks at the other end of the ice early on at the start of the shift. And a quick stick save by Enns. Off the draw, that puck will roll right between both Twisters' defense and out of the zone. Trying to work it ahead now is Joliker. Off the stick of DeGrave and into the zone. Carroll's plays it across, and the Twisters clear it out. Whiteley now playing around behind his net. And off a couple connects, can't see the numbers from here. William now, he'll work it ahead to Griffin Hyatt. Hyatt walking in, going to the backhand. He'll leave it to the forehand, picked up by William. William walking through traffic, back to Whiteley at the point, across to Anderson with the slap shot just wide of the net. Guilford. He'll work it out to DeGrave on the near side to Weeb. Weeb now walking in, waits. Goes to the backhand forward, trying to sneak it in around behind the goalkeeper. And Gilbert holds his own. And there's a look at the chance on the far end there by Weeb on the replay. Bergman in on the draw against Cale Price, and that'll be won by the Canucks in their defensive posture, trying to get it out. And they'll get it out of the zone quickly. Hepner plays it right back in. On the near side, Phillips, he'll play it off a couple sticks, picked up by Cole Younger. He'll work it across to Cale Price into the zone. And that shot off a stick there of a Twister player, breaking that one up, and the Twisters now trying to control the puck. As that pass was a little bit behind them. And Younger now scooping it up, going through traffic. Paulette plays it the other way. Bergman and Clark run into a Canuck and trying to get it out of the zone. It's off the stick of Clark's skate to Wood. Wood sends it down, icing waved off on a deflection by the linesman. Bergman pressuring, and the Canucks will play it towards Phillips. And on the near side of the ice, Phillips, he'll work it on the near side and all the way down into the zone by Osterman. In front, Cale Price crashing the boards, picked up by Gertson. Now off his stick, and on the good hustle by Aiden Bruce, bouncing puck, he'll find it on his stick, backhand, dangerously in front, and off the stick of the goalkeeper, ends into the corner boards. Nice poke check there by Gilbert, getting it out of the way of Gertson, as he's chasing that puck down into the attack zone. Twisters clear it right back in, is Jonathan Dick. Aiden Bruce with the puck on his stick, working it on the far side. Dick again playing it in, and he'll stud up the hit attempt against him. Canucks behind their own net is Willie. Correction, there's Neal with the puck. Neal, he'll wait, 8:18 on the clock. He'll play across ice. Shots knotted up at 7 apiece, as they should in this tight game. Ends. He'll play it back behind his net for Gertson. And Gertson trying to fork that out, picked off by Whiteley. All the way around to Van Dynes, and that puck skipped up off a Twister stick. Thought it hit the netting at first, but it just got the stanchion. And Gertson will flick that bouncing puck out of the zone as it bounces right back in on the edge. And dangerously trying to leave it there with Zenz. Twisters, they try and clear that puck. And that'll have just enough for icing as it's bouncing pretty good there. Linesman might change it out here off the draw. 7:37 on the clock. Shots knotted up at 7 apiece. Face-off coming to the left of end. Slade Sutherland in against Griffin Hyatt on the draw. Hyatt wins it back, and the Canucks. Here they go in the offensive zone. William, quick shot, and that's sticked into the boards. Nice save by Enns at the line. Whiteley plays ahead, and there's a whistle as the net came off. And as they get things sorted out down low, bring a stoppage in play here at 7:27. So it's going to come into the zone as I think Enns knocked it off when he went to push off. Carroll's in on the draw against Griffin Hyatt. And Hyatt wins it again, but it's controlled by the Twisters. Twisters got two. And Colton Weeb runs into traffic, so Cohen Thomas, he'll try and scoop that up, and the Canucks play it away from him to Mason Vandell. Mason Vandell on the far side, and he'll get rubbed out, but will still work it ahead, and Hyatt takes a hard hit. Hepner corrals the puck, turning it over to Whiteley. Whiteley firing it on net, hit the skate of Xander Carrolls, who's cutting right through the slot. And Einerson, he'll clear it into the zone. Puck bounces up around behind the Twisters' goal. And now working out his height, and Dick got his hands up in his face mask, and they're going to call that pretty easy call to make on the rough. Here's a look at the replay. Canucks get the opening power play, and there's the hands to the face. That is going to cause a roughing call. And with that, we'll bring up your stats here. Power plays haven't done much for either team in the series so far. Canucks off the draw, and the Twisters win that back. They'll protect that puck. Canucks power play percentage 27.8%. And the Twisters cleared all the way down on net for Gilbert. Twisters penalty kill is 93.1%. And those are your numbers over the playoffs, sponsored by Rempel Insurance, as the Twisters, or pardon me, the Canucks work across. Neal through traffic, looking, and he'll whiz that one all the way around the boards to Cale Price at the other side of the attack zone, across to William, who circles in, plays it down low, and gets it right back. William with the puck, looking across to Neal, and a shot on net, and it appears the net had come off again, just barely. And since the renovations they've had here a couple of years ago, we haven't had that issue. That has been a common issue here, seen at this arena in the past over the years, but it's not too often where the net comes off twice on the same side in a period. And the Twisters able to clear it off the draw. Gilbert, he'll glove that one down and play it back to Neal. 555's on the clock in 1:06. On the power play opportunity for the St. James Canucks. Whiteley plays it in. Hyatt giving chase. He'll try and work that back. Hyatt gets taken down, trying to draw a second penalty of the game. He won't with that one. Neal across to Whiteley, back to Neal. Neal waits, now to William, and that's off the skate of Jacob Carrolls. Down low for the Canucks. Trying to work it to Neal, back to, he'll get now from William to William now. William plays a cross, quick shot, save made by Enns. Loose puck. Neal. Neal now works it back, excuse me, quick shot on net. And Follett trying to get it out, he can't. 12 to go on the clock. Across to William. Yeah, and that shot's just wide of the net. Even strength as Neal walks in, fires, and another save made by Ends as I try and catch my voice here. Trying to work it to Neal. Now off the stick of William back to Mason Vandal. Did Jacob Carrollson. He'll work that all the way down. Phillips plays it. That's picked off by Merrick DeGrave. DeGrave. Quick shot by the Twisters. And that doesn't get through traffic. 4:15 on the clock. Wood plays it down low. Picked up by Thornton, and Thornton plays it across off a couple sticks. Working on the near side, and a tough call there as the Canucks go offside. It's Cole Younger. Mason Vandal was a step ahead of the play. Cale Price now set for the draw. And the Twisters, they'll win that across to Wood. Wood trying to clear it, and he dodges Osterman. And that puck comes all the way down the ice. Guilford plays it across. Still working with it now. Twisters prevail with the puck. Quick shot. And that comes to Hepner across to Wood. His shot through traffic gets blocked. And trying to clear that's the Canucks, and Wood holds it at the line. Canucks now pick it up in the defensive zone. Off the stick of the Twisters now. Twisters center that quick shot by Carrolls, and holding on for a whistle is Gilbert. Shots are 12-9 in favor of the Canucks here. 3:28 on the clock. As Southern's ready to go. And that draw is won by the Canucks. Canucks work that across to Einerson off a couple sticks in front of the net. Einerson, he'll get it off the pad of Gilbert. To Whiteley, back to Einerson, and chipped ahead to Chase Sobey, who gets it out of the zone. And a streaking Jordy will pick it up. Jordy into the zone, and that bouncing puck skips over his stick. And now it's rolling on the end. Canucks trying to calm it down. They will. Quick shot, and that's deflected just wide of the net. With traffic in front, Twisters, they get it out on the near side. Gertson trying to outmuscle his man, and he gets called offside. Bring us a stoppage in play here with about 3 to go. What has been a little bit of a good and back and forth hockey game. Canucks have a little bit of the edge here at home. Another good crowd here tonight, as there has been throughout the series. Bergman, he'll win it to Hepner, and Hepner plays it in. Canucks controlling behind their own goal. And now skating out on the near side to Mason Vandal off his stick. And Hepner just sends that all the way down. That's going to be a lousy icing call. And a lousy play there by the Twisters, not taking an extra couple steps there, and they'll get charged with icing. Griffin Hyde in for the draw. Taking on Bergman. And Bergman, he'll get that one back as Hyatt chased him down. Neal, he'll center that in front. Chance for William, bouncing puck. Trying to get a shot away, and the Twisters are able to get it out as Bergman. And he tried to get it to Paulette, and that wouldn't work. Great defensive posture by the Canucks as they send 2 in on the chase. That puck squeaks by Vandal, and past Mason Vandal. Bergman trying to get his stick on it. He can't. Whiteley now scoops it up. Clark elects for the change as Bergman is able to force the Canucks deep into their own zone, all the way behind their net as Joliker comes onto the ice, and the rest of the Twisters forward change, so Joliker's whole line can come out there. Canucks clear it down, and they do the same. Joliker, he'll work it across from the backhand, picked up now by Weeb. Weeb into the zone. DeGrave streaking, and that gets deflected off the boards. Off a couple of Canucks sticks. Picked up now by Weeb. Weeb through traffic. Back to the point. And across to Jacob Carrolls. Carrolls his shot on net. Blocked loose, puck in front, jamming at it. waved off, and it's in the net. The Twisters score, and it's the Twisters striking first with 88 seconds to go in the frame. And we'll get your goal scorer for you is Riley Gertson, his third. Or sorry, it's Jonker skating out. My bad on that. It'll be Jonker from Weeb. Here's a look at the replay. You see Jonker in the center of your screen. There's the shot by Carols. And Jonker crashing the boards. Able to get the tip, and we'll get the official scoring. Right now, I got Jonker with the goal and the assist from Jacob Carols. There'll be another Twister possibly on the assist. Oh, it's going to be Derek Weeb, unassisted. Jonker was the first out of there, so I thought it was Jonker who got the goal. So it'll be Derek Weeb, unassisted. And Carols walks into the zone. We got a minute to go. Canucks on the near side. They'll work it ahead. Osterman sending that down. Jacob Carols, he'll fork it ahead. Xander Carols giving chase. Canucks trying to clear it down. Glove down by Cohen Thomas. Had a dangerous play at the line as the Twisters are almost offside. Gertson pressuring his man. And off a couple sticks now. Cale Price, and he'll deflect that into the zone. And Van Dynes, off of Van Dynes is how the Twisters cleared in with 30 seconds to go. Cale Price working his way through traffic. He'll play it across to Younger, and Cale Price was offside by about a yard with 24.5 seconds on the clock. Shots not up at 12 apiece. And it's Derek Weeb recently breaking the ice in this one. It's a 1-0 Twisters lead. Bergman skates out, and he'll get ready to challenge Thornton in the draw. And that is won by Thornton and the Canucks. Canucks back to the point. Well, they'll work that around. And off a couple sticks there of the D-man, where it'll get picked up by a Twister, trying to get it out of there and relieve some pressure. Canucks clear it in. And that's all the reach for Hepner. It's a bad turnover. And Neal, he'll fire that one just wide of the net. And there's another quick shot and a hard hit at the horn. That brings us to the end of the frame here. And the first intermission from the McDonald Arena. It is the Twisters leading the Canucks by a score of 1-0 on a lone goal from Joliger. And we'll get you your goal scorers here in a second. Final shots after one. There's 12 apiece, with the Canucks being 0 for 1 on the one power play. And with that, like I said, here is your scoring summary for the first period. It is Derek Weeb unassisted at 18:28. And with that, we'll look at the stats here coming into this game. And sorry there, Whiteley's name there got crossed off. That's my bad there. That got cut off at the end of the stats, but no, plenty of points there. And right behind Whiteley there, also is Hyatt, who said his name a lot. He had what I thought was empty net goal at the end of the last period or the end of the game there of game number 2. An update for that, the final was 3-2 as the time expired before the empty net goal. Meanwhile, Merrick DeGrave still leading up top on his side of things for the Twisters. Ends getting his first start here in the finals in his 5 games coming into this one. His save percentage there, .957, goals against average of 1.32. Gilbert, his save percentage of .931, goals against average of 2.2, and he has started all the games in the postseason here for the Canucks. And with that here, we'll look at the season series, or the series here so far. I'll update this here for you in second here. with that said here, it will be the Twisters, there should be 3 there, and the Canucks at April 9th. That will be next Saturday. And me and the G Show will have that game broadcasted for you from Morris together. That'll be on the Pembina Valley Twisters channel. So that is what is going to happen for broadcast rights so far. The G Show tried to do a game here today. It did not work out for him, so that's what we agreed on for that. And I think so far we'll see what Game 5 will hold, but we might do that again from here on the Twisters YouTube channel. So with that, I'll send you to commercial break. It's the Pembina Valley Twisters, leading by a score of 1-0 off of their leader of point scoring in the regular season, Derek Weeb, and we got shots knotted up at 12 apiece.
Come and discover the warmth and hospitality of Morris, home of the thrilling Manitoba Stampede. Nestled as the central hub on Highway 75, Morris is more than a town. It's a thriving nexus of business and community, with new industrial opportunities ready to break ground. Join us and make Morris your next investment.
A co-op is not a building. It's not a gas bar, a home center, or a food store. A co-op is a group of people working together to help each other, to feed, to fuel, to build community. This is where we work. This is where we live. This is who we are. We are early risers. We are trusted neighbors. We are committed to serving you. We are Co-op.
Paul Brandt Trucking, a chance meeting years ago that turned into an incredible friendship. Turns out we have the same name. Now that's something that doesn't happen every day. But as I've had the opportunity to work with this exceptional award-winning company, I've come to understand that there is something that happens every day with Morris, Manitoba's Paul Brandt Trucking. They deliver quality. Paul Brandt Trucking has helped me to do business better. My trucking company of choice since they first appeared in the Convoy video. Their world-class fleet and personnel literally keep the show on the road, delivering our gear and stage production each and every night. Congratulations, Paul Brandt Trucking, on 50 years of traditional values, modern methods, and for service with excellence on every single run. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.
Saving for your child's education doesn't need to be stressful. Access offers a wide range of investment options to help you and your family's future, like a registered education savings plan. With the flexibility to deposit anytime throughout the year, you decide when and how much to contribute, making it easy to save for your child's education. Contact us today to start your savings plan so you can spend more time celebrating your child's future. Access Credit Union, where you need us to be.
And we're back here ready to go here. We're trying to fix this score for you. I don't know why it's frozen here. There we go. Sorry about that there. It's 1-0. And as the teams here get ready to take the ice, we'll be with you ready here for the live feed. And a little bit of heckling going on here in the fans from the stands here as Gilbert and his Canucks take the ice. So yeah, my apologies there with the issue with the score there. I don't know if someone hit my keyboard there when I was gone in intermission. But we are ready to go, and here we go. Off the draw, and that's cleared in up over the netting. And now to play as Anderson cleared that in off a twister stick, I think that's going to come and be drawn right by the Canucks logo. Bergman ready for the draw in against Cale Price. And Price, quick chase there on the Bergman win. Canucks off a couple sticks into the zone. And we got an icing there coming here. 1941 into the frame, or 1941 here left in the, to go here in the frame. Reese cap here from the period. Number one, shots 12-12. Pembina Valley Twisters, the late goal with 88 seconds left was Derek Weeb, who found the back of the net, and he has the puck now, who broke the ice to start this one off. Cale Price behind his own goal, pressured by Weeb, off a couple sticks, and picked up now here by the Twisters. Twisters work down the near side. Gets cleared past Anderson. Working on the near side, and getting that out of the zone, just barely, was Whiteley. Scooped up by the Twisters. DeGrave walks right back in, along with Jalker. Jalker works that ahead, and that'll be picked up by Whiteley. Whiteley working across to Anderson, and in the skates there of the referee, gets to the line where Carrolls will work that into the slot. Quick shot, and the ref accidentally blew the whistle there. He acknowledged that. That was on him right away. And you saw it. There's some booing there of the Twisters. You're welcome. I do enjoy covering this series as I read your guys' replies. So yeah, thank you guys for all joining here, and back with you. I'm your host, Belly Brandt, as Mason Vandell trying to play that ahead forward and glove that down off the stick, and that bounced off the stick of Alex Van Dynes. Van Dynes playing it on the near side. He'll work that across to Jacob Carrolls. Around behind the net, Kyle Van Dynes to Alex Van Dynes, and the Twisters start the breakout here at the Van Dynes crew. And continuing to work that on the far side. Griffin Hyatt after it, and he gets rubbed off the puck. Carrolls to Gertson, and trying to scoop that out of the zone. Here's a good break. They gotta go for the Twisters as Van Dynes and the 221s collide right at the goal line where it meets the boards. Canucks controlling. Trying to clear that out, and that gets gloved down by Hepner. Hepner played ahead, picked off by William. William moving it ahead. And it's going to be a nice note. Didn't have enough. And the Twisters on the near side. They'll work it ahead. Cohen Thomas makes one man miss. Continues on with the puck. Centers it off the side of the net. Picked up by Colton Weeb. Colton Weeb walks in, fires through traffic. Puck scooped up by William. William trying to clear, glove down by Hepner. Hepner works it right into the zone, and pressuring is Sutherland as Phillips works it all the way to the point where it's picked up by Hepner as he'll hold the zone for the Twisters. Down low, now across. Jacob Carrolls, he'll fire that one just wide of the net. Loose puck picked up by the Canucks. Canucks trying to work it out on the far side. William, he'll play that ahead and hold it. Never exited the zone with the puck. Played in here on the near side, and Cohen Thomas. He'll fire that one in the flash of the leather by Gilbert. We'll hold on for a whistle. 17:06 on the clock. Shots are 2-0 this period in favor of the Pan Valley Twisters. And here's a look at that opportunity that the Twisters set up. And getting it out of their zone, and Colton, a correction there. Cohen Thomas just walking in and firing that right into the glove. And the trapper save made by Gilbert. Off the draw, Weeb. Field worker to DeGrave. DeGrave. Back to the point. Bouncing puck. Carrolls can't hold on to that one cleanly, and he'll play it ahead instead. And Van Dynes picks off the pass, trying to get to Jordy. And that'll get worked behind the net. Excuse me there. And off a couple sticks. Canucks trying to work it out. Sobey now. And Chase Sobey, he'll take a hard hit from Weeb. And Sobey now working with it against Van Dyne. Sobey now comes through traffic, back and forehand, and save made on the opportunity off the pad of ends. If that even made it to the net, as it took it didn't register, and the face-off here is going to come out of play as we got a stoppage. The net popped off again. Canucks controlling off the neutral zone. Win Einerson, he'll play it in, and it looks like it bounced in off the wrap around. Twister spilled, loose puck in front. A couple players hit the ice, and Cale Price is slow to get up behind the Twisters' goal. And he'll now come to the, yeah, it is Cale Price. Want to make sure I got that right number there. It's now back up into the play as the Twisters clear it down the other way. Canucks working it out on the near side. Cole Younger, he'll scoop that puck up. Picked off by Bergman. Bergman trying to work it to pull it off the stick of Whiteley. Now Gilbert, he'll try to work that to Price, and Clark picked that off. Here's an opportunity for the Twisters. They play that in front. Whiteley forks it out of the zone, and here onto the stick of Osterman. Osterman walking in, still watched dangerously by a Twister, and trying not to take a hooking call there was Dick, and played it perfectly. As a centering play there by Price, and the Canucks couldn't get their stick on it, and it now comes all the way out of the zone, and chasing it down is Aiden Bruce. Bruce now with the puck. Guarded by the Twisters. Opening 5 gone here in the middle frame as Neal works across ice. Canucks walk into the attack zone. They wait. Still controlling the puck. Fanning on the shot. Thorson, he'll play out across. Skipping over the stick of Neal off the boards, back onto Neal's blade, and that's broken up. A great work through traffic by Colton Weeb, breaking up Neal's opportunity. We got a penalty on an interference coming. And I don't think I clipped that all in one. I'll try to. Didn't get the break up. There's the interference. I think that's what the interference was called. Try to catch it on the replay. Aiden Bruce looks like going to the box. More or less a little bit of a weak call for maybe what the Canucks would like. Canucks penalty kill coming into this one, 83.8%, and a hard hit there by Mason Vandal and Jacob Carrolls. Twisters controlling it here in tight. To Carrolls, pressure by Vandal. To Gertson. Gertson looking. He'll work it around behind the net. Back to the point. To Jacob Carrolls, to Gertson. Gertson fires, and that one's blocked by Phillips. DeGrave down low. And I'll come back to Jacob Carrolls. Carrolls working that one across. Quick shot through traffic, deflected just wide by the Twisters. No shot on net yet so far on the man advantage. 80 seconds remaining, and that one gets blocked wide. Still looking for that puck, and Broadside tried to get it off of the zone. Off a couple sticks. Quick shot by the Southern, and save made on the opportunity by Gilbert. Twisters controlling, under a minute to go on the man advantage. Across, and Gertzen whiffed on that one. Back to Carrolls. He'll cycle to Weeb. Weeb down low into the slot, and that's misplayed. Mason Vandell can't clear, and now he will. As he collides with Carrolls at the end boards, and big hit there as Carrolls gets knocked down. Some people wanted interference there. I think the timing was perfect as the Twisters work into the zone with 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. And they found on that one. Here's a dangerous 2-on-1 going the other way. And Osterman, he'll overskate that one. Dangerous opportunity at the other end of the ice. And the Twisters power play is Alex Van Dynes walks in, puts on the brakes, plays it back, trying to get to Kyle Van Dynes, out them all the way down the ice. And we're back to even strength. Twisters power play not doing much. As they walk into the zone, Clark, he'll turn that over. Here's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Hyatt walks in, he'll fire, and the save made on that opportunity off the blocker of Vance, off the glass, stays inside the zone. Digging at it down low. Canucks come free with the puck. Joliker, he'll get it just out of the zone. Iverson goes to scoop it up. He'll play it back in. Twister is controlling, bouncing puck off a couple sticks, still jamming at it. And now bounces dangerously in on Gilbert. Gilbert holds on for a whistle at 11:56. Shot totals here are 16-14 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. Throughout a period and almost a half. Xander Carrolls in on the draw against Price. Twisters win that back. Dick, he'll work around behind the net, trying to get to Xander Carrolls. Xander Carrolls still with the puck on his stick, and he'll fire it. That one's blocked by a stick of Einerson, and a little bit of a tie-up there with Carrolls and William. For Osterman there. Pardon me, there's extra 2 on that jersey. As Dick, quick shot, and that gets blocked through traffic. Clark deflecting it just wide. Clark now playing it down low, trying to get to Paulette. And couldn't reach his stick. Canucks trying to clear it out of the zone. Scooped up by Cody Clark. He'll play it back to the defensive pairing and off the stick of Paulette into the zone. Whiteley getting it out to neutral ice. And now scoop it up in his own zone. We'll work it to Osterman. Osterman will clear it down the ice. Benz goes back to play. Delivering that around the boards. Bouncing puck. Jordy, dangerous opportunity for him. And Neal will just play it down low to William. Or correction, Price on the wraparound. And jamming at it just wide of the net. And a hard hit down low there. Nice play by the Canucks. Getting some physicality going in this one as the Twisters clear it in. Get a new set of fresh bodies out there. And a nice thing now charged against the Canucks as Neal will ice it with 10:34 on the clock. And here's a look at that hard hit. I didn't quite see the numbers. And it's going to be Jordy getting up there on that nice hit on a Twister player. Couldn't see the Twister's number from my angle here at the other side of the ice surface off the draw. Guilford, he'll chip it ahead. Working out with Younger to Grave off his stick to Weeb. Weeb, he'll circle, give him some space and time, trying to go in tight. Loose puck, still jamming out. Twister's going to get a shot away, and that splits the D and goes all the way down the ice. Jacob Carroll's long stretch pass, and that's going to make it through, and rushing off the hit is Guilford, and holding on for a whistle is Gibson. It's Gilbert there, correction on that. As he had traffic coming in front at 10:08. Shots here in the period. 3 for the St. James Canucks, 5 for the Pembina Valley Twisters. Southern and Thorson on the draw. And quick shot off the draw. Gilbert holds on for a whistle. And they'll go again here to the right of Gilbert. And Sutherland, he'll work that down low for Alex Van Dynes. All is dangerous behind the net, back to the point. And Alex Van Dynes, he'll just play that loosely in. Gertson trying to pick that up. Thorson, he'll work that ahead, and that makes its way to Chase Sobey. Sobey, he'll play it in and turn a twister inside out as he gives chase. Sobey with it. They're both sight at the point. He'll play it across, and Gilbert, or correction, the shot there by Phillips doesn't get through. And the Twisters, they'll work it back here into the attack zone. What has been a period where they have outplayed the Canucks. And Sutherland gets tied up with a couple of men, and William taking it the other way with Sobey. Sobey behind the Twisters' goal. Chase Sobey off a couple sticks, picked off by the Twisters. They'll turn it over to Einerson, and Einerson turns it right back onto the stick of the black and red. Gertson, he'll scoop up the bouncing puck, and couldn't calm it down though. See if William can do so here in the attack zone, and he won't be able to either. As Van Dynes works it out of harm's way to Alex Van Dynes. No, it's going to be Carroll's with it, and now off a couple sticks. Picked up here, and here's a good chase. Cohen Thomas with the puck. He's got Anderson back charging him, and turning that over, trying to force the pass to Xander Carrolls. Twisters trying to work it out. Mason Vandals, he'll center that ahead to William, and he'll get it right back as William takes a hard hit. Hyde in the slot, couldn't get a shot away as the Twisters quickly plugged up the lanes in tight. And there's a shot deflected by off a Twister stick off the glass, 8:20 on the clock. As the Canucks working it around here in the attack zone, around dangerously behind the net. Twisters getting their stick on it. It's Mike Hepner. Hepner can't get it out of the zone. And now's an opportunity here on the near side with speed. Coming ahead, playing it past one man. Kyle Van Dynes walks in. And the ref blew the play dead. I don't know what happened there. But we're back, here we go. And a good rush for Van Dynes won't go. Okay, due to that quick whistle. Younger giving chase. Pressured by Dick. And Canucks are able to hold at the line. Off the stick of Hepner. Still jamming with it. Bouncing puck. Skirmish continuing for it. Younger comes out with it. Off a Twister stick. Can't quite get it out. Neal does a nice job holding it. Down low for Price. Price looking. He'll follow the circle and across to Aiden Bruce. His shot on net. And ends holds on for a whistle. Bring us a stoppage in play at 7:21. Shots getting closer together again here. 18-16 in favor of the Twisters. Leading by one. As Kyle Van Dynes is lying back out there with Merrick DeGrave. Looked like came in on the draw to win that. Quick shot, save made by Enns. Price fell on the puck, and the Twisters are able to clear it all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Aiden Bruce, he'll play it at the dot across to Neal. Trying to pick that off his weave. And Cale Price now right up the center. Walking in, backhand forehand. And what a save at the other end of the ice by Enns. And he gets the roar of the crowd going here from the visitor side. As Cale Price trying to go end to end. And Enns staying strong in his crease, holding on for the whistle. And off the draw. Working with it on the near side. Twisters trying to get it out of the zone. Picked up by Weeb. Weeb walking in over the line. DeGrave was in his feet. He couldn't find it. And the Twisters will corral it and enter again. Wood trying to center that. That came dangerously in front. And Sobey gets it out of the zone. Dick will play it across right away for the Twisters as the Twisters send that in. And there's a penalty coming up here to the St. James Canucks on an interference. And there was a no coming from the bench. They were not. It's going to be a rough. And Woods drawing it. Power play number 2 of the night for the Canucks. Here's a look at the replay. And you're going to see Wood get the puck on his stick right there in front of the bench. And was a little late there on the timing by a couple of strides. Twisters power play, as we mentioned, 10.5%. Penalty kill for the Canucks, 83.8. Twisters 0 for 1 so far on the power play. Off the draw. Twisters, they're able to hold the line across to Hepner. Hepner, he'll wait. That'll be Jordy, who's the man guilty of the rough. On the near side. Van Duyn circles back to the point for Kyle Van Duyn. His shot through traffic, and that hits the stick of a Canuck and into the ceiling. 6:02 to go here in the frame. Shots are not up at 18 apiece. No shots so far in the power play for the Pembroke Valley Twisters. Off the draw, working in front is Van Duyn. He gets tangled up. Cohen Thomas, and that gets cleared. Nice play there by Phillips. And he'll be able to clear that one all the way down the ice there. And after the Jacob Phillips clear here on the far side, come with speed into the zones. Bergman walks in, fires, and that one whizzes wide. Carroll's, he'll play it across, 65 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Jacob Carroll, Sutherland steps on the ice, back to Jacob Carroll's. Sutherland right in front, looking for the tip, trying to box out as Gertson couldn't hold on to the puck. Gertson to Sutherland now. And Phillips, Jacob Phillips now working out with Slade Sutherland. Riley Gertson goes in to help out. 45 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Across, quick shot by the Twisters and a save on that one from Gilbert, their first shot of the man advantage. Jacob Carroll, he'll work it across. Down low for the Twisters. Back to the point. Into the slot, and fanning on that one was Sutherland. There's a nice setup by Weeb. And Bergman, he'll work it in for Weeb. Weeb, he circles back. 17 seconds on the man advantage. Sutherland walking the blue line across to Hepner. Hepner down low for Gertson. Gertson centering, and in front, Mason Vandell picks it off, and here he goes the other way with Price, getting pressured the whole way, and Ends can't hold on for a whistle. Twisters work that out of harm's way. Man advantage expires. Only one shot on the man advantage for the Pembroke Valley Twisters. And Bruce clears that ahead. Glove down by Weeb. Here comes Derek Weeb trying to split the D. He can't take the puck with him. And DeGrave, though, corralling it to gain possession here and retain it for the Twisters as the Twisters clear that in. Is Weeb going for a change. Paulette comes on for him. Meanwhile, at the far side, walking in dangerously is a Canuck. And he couldn't get a shot away. That comes all the way down the ice. Icing wave. Gilbert, he'll leave that for Anderson. 3:45 and counting to go. Einerson to DeGange on the near side, and the Twisters clear right back in off a couple sticks. Neal now on the far side trying to clear that one, picked off by the Twisters. Twisters play right back in and go to tag back up. Carroll's quick shot. Save made on the opportunity. Back to Dick at the line. Dick can't hold it, and DeGrange trying to knock him off the puck. Dick will just play it right back in with 3:15 to go. Canucks trying to work it out of the zone. Picked off by DeGrave. And deflected just wide by Paulette. He didn't have enough on that one to get a shot. Carroll's deflected in off of Colton Weeb. Picked up by Neal. Roy Neal trying to get it out. Paulette centers that one. Picked off by Roy Neal. Here comes Neal. DeGange, he puts his head down to go ahead with the head of steam. Neal, quick shot. Save made by Ends, and Ends corrals the rebound. And sweeping that up to hold on for a whistle. And that will bring a draw coming here to his right at 2:48. Shots are 20-19 in favor of the Pan Valley Twisters in this one-goal hockey game, thanks to the stick of Derek Weeb. Off the draw, quick shot just wide of the net, and Enns holds on for a whistle at 2:43. Canucks control off the draw, shot just wide of the net. Working it down low, off the stick of Sobey and picked up by DeGrave. DeGrave trying to get it out of the zone, working with his Cone Thomas. Jordy holds it, and now the Twister is off the glass and down the ice. And that's going to have just enough for an icing at 2:19. So the Twisters now playing a little bit of a defensive posture. Sobey having a nice chat there between Logan Enns and Chase Sobey. Sobey goes off for a change. And Cale Price is going to go away from the draw. Williams going to skate in. Twisters control off the draw. Picked up by William. William down low. And in the chase for the puck with Cole Younger. It's going to get off the stick of DeGrave. He'll break that one up. Price now trying to take it the other way. He takes a hit from DeGrave. And the Twisters pick up that puck in return. Hepner, he'll work it across his defensive pairing. And stretched ice off the stick of Van Dynes. Kurtzen giving chase. Bouncing puck, trying to hold on to it. And William, he left without the puck. Now he picks it up and continues to work in front of his own bench. Clears that one around behind the net. And DeGrave, long stretch pass to Van Dynes, in on net. And Gilbert will freeze it with 94 seconds to go here in the middle frame. Bergman ready to go here against Griffin High. Off the draw, Phillips. He'll play it back to Aiden Bruce. Bruce to Jacob Phillips. And Phillips works it ahead on the far side. And now all the way to Mason Vandell, trying to center that one to Hyatt, and that won't go. Phillips. He'll play it ahead to Osterman. He'll take a hit from Clark. Puck comes around behind the net. And that puck rolling all the way down here on the near side. Bruce plays it across. And Aiden Bruce back on his stick. He'll play that back. Canucks played into the zone as we're into the final 60 seconds. And Paulette turns that one over. Canucks, they'll work it back to the point. Shot through traffic by Anderson, save made. But rebound though, controlled by the Canucks. Another quick shot, that one's off the target. On the near side, clearing that all the way down to Paulette, icing waved off. Osterman picks up the puck, puts it behind his net with 30 seconds on the clock. Chase Sobey, pressured by Weeb from behind. As well as DeGrave out there. The Twisters' second line. Twisters working through some contact down low. 12 to go. Skirmish continuing for that loose puck. And centering that one to Sobey down low, jamming at it, and there's the horn. And there might be a little bit of extracurricular activity to follow. As we hit the second intermission in this one. No scoring in the middle frame to update you with. Shots in the second period. For the St. James Canucks, they had a total of 8, giving them a total through 40, or of 20. Meanwhile, 9 for the Twisters, giving them a total of 21 through 40. Twisters 0 for 2 on the man advantage. With that, we'll take a quick look here at how these teams made it here over the course of the playoffs. And so the Canucks, their series at the top there, started off pretty well against the Express, sweeping them, even though the Express outshot them in that series as a whole, in some games by a decent amount of double digits. Express outshot them over the whole series by a total of 9 shots. Meanwhile, the Hawks and Canucks there, Hawks moved on to face the Canucks in the second round. And that one, the Canucks just came alive. Truly in that one, had no adversity to face, and they downed the Hawks, outshooting them, sometimes almost double. And with that, we'll take a look at the Twisters' road to success. A tightly couple games against the Raiders, including a double overtime. And with that, 2 overtime games. In that very close series, in that one, Twisters moved on and they ended up facing the Reals, who were able to sneak by the Twins after the Twins got a couple of games of hope stolen against them at the end of their round 1 series. And with that, though, the Twisters, even though the Reals outplayed them a couple times, the Twisters scoring got them done, and it was their goaltender keeping them through. And with a couple of shutouts so far in the postseason, it has been a good, goaltending setup with Owen LaRocque and Logan Enns. And with that, we'll send you here to commercial break. I'm your host, Belly Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck, and we'll see you here in about 8 minutes for the final 20 and possibly more from the McDonald Arena.
Come and discover the warmth and hospitality of Morris, home of the thrilling Manitoba Stampede. Nestled as the central hub on Highway 75, Morris is more than a town. It's a thriving nexus of business and community, with new industrial opportunities ready to break ground. Join us and make Morris your next investment.
A co-op is not a building. It's not a gas bar, a home center, or a food store. A co-op is a group of people working together to help each other, to feed, to fuel, to build community. This is where we work. This is where we live. This is who we are. We are early risers. We are trusted neighbors. We are committed to serving you. We are Co-op.
Paul Brandt Trucking, a chance meeting years ago that turned into an incredible friendship. Turns out we have the same name. Now that's something that doesn't happen every day. But as I've had the opportunity to work with this exceptional award-winning company, I've come to understand that there is something that happens every day with Morris, Manitoba's Paul Brandt Trucking. They deliver quality. Paul Brandt Trucking has helped me to do business better. My trucking company of choice since they first appeared in the Convoy video. Their world-class fleet and personnel literally keep the show on the road, delivering our gear and stage production each and every night. Congratulations, Paul Brandt Trucking, on 50 years of traditional values, modern methods, and for service with excellence on every single run. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.
Saving for your child's education doesn't need to be stressful. Access offers a wide range of investment options to help you and your family's future, like a registered education savings plan. With the flexibility to deposit anytime throughout the year, you decide when and how much to contribute, making it easy to save for your child's education. Contact us today to start your savings plan so you can spend more time celebrating your child's future. Access Credit Union, where you need us to be.
Twisters out on the ice, ready to go. Just waiting here for the Canucks to come out. No scoring to report in that second period. Total shots in the second period for the Pembina Valley Twisters, a total of 9. The St. James Junior Canucks, a total of 8 shots, giving us a total through 40 of 21-20 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. And we're ready here for a third period action coming your way here shortly. Bergman, Clark out there, along with Mark Paulette. Meanwhile, Jonathan Dick and Mike Hepner on the lines as the Canucks skate onto the ice. Just off the feet of the camera angle. And it'll be Einerson out there, probably with Ray Whiteley to start, guessing. Oh no, he's going to go to the bench here. Aiden Bruce, William, and Mason Vandal, Price, and Neal will be your starting 5 here to start off the frame for the Canucks. As Price ready to go here. Cale Price and Brett Bergman in on the skirmish off the draw, picked up by Neal and cleared into the Twisters' end. And a quick save by Jens, as he was a little bit out of position, came in and made a great save. Hepner on the near side. He'll try and work it out, and Neal, he got upended with a couple twisters. Hepner gets it out of his own. Mason Vandal plays it in on the near side, and Hepner will get the puck on his stick. Pressured by a couple of Canucks, and Price is able to pick it off his stick, work it to William, back to Price. Hepner across to Clark, and he'll get knocked off the puck. Picked up now here by Bergman. Bergman walking in. Got one guy to beat. Quick shot and no rebound as that's right into the chest of Gilbert. Bring us a stoppage and play at 19:10. Merrick DeGrave in, ready to go on the draw. And off the draw, Griffinite and his Canucks will control. And quickly working out of the defensive zone all the way down the ice. Ice waved off. Jacob Carroll's coming back. Ends leaves it for him. Picked up by Hot. And he put that in front of the net. Twisters, though, they get their stick on in and working it on the far side. Derek Weed. Pressure by Whiteley. Whiteley, he'll work it across. Glove down by Jolliker, and hand pass waved off as the skirmish for the puck continues. Controlled by the Twisters just for a split second as the Canucks scoop it up. Canucks going through traffic. Hyatt, his center's in front, and no one home. Now here's the 2-on-2 opportunity for the Twisters. They work the other way. Save on that opportunity by Gilbert. Twisters working it in tight on the wraparound. That one go quick shot. Loose puck went right through the crease. And all the way behind the Canucks net, still working with it. Phillips behind the net. He'll play it across. And on the near side, through traffic, here come the Canucks. Thorson, he'll play it down low for Chase Sobey. And still working at it. Picked up by the Canucks. Canucks, well, they work it back across the line to Neal. Neal now trying to make one man miss and tie a couple up. There's a quick shot, and Ends holds on for a whistle at 17:37. Thornton in on the draw for the Canucks. Canucks now controlling here on the near side. Back to Bruce. Bruce now down low. He'll scoop it up again. Quick shot through traffic, and that got blocked. Canucks working around. Back up top. And here comes Neal through traffic. Shot, he scores. And the Canucks tie this one up. Here at 1. 17-12 on the clock. It's Neal from Sobey. And there comes Roy Neal walking in, and he finds the back of the net, getting this one knotted up at 1 apiece. And up the draw, we're back here to a 1-1 hockey game. On the near side, Whiteley, he'll play it just wide. Gertson now with the puck on his stick. He'll try and work it out. Phillips plays it right in on net. Mason Vidal scoops it up. Back to the point for the Canucks. Quick shot through traffic, and that gets blocked. William down low. Price chasing after it. Price now controlling. Still working with it. Hill circles. Deflected just wide by Mason Vandal. William with it. Behind the net. Working his way around. Back to the point. Shot through traffic just wide of the net. Jeremy at it. Trying to get it out. And Sutherland. He'll work it ahead to Van Dynes. Van Dynes. Long stretch pass to Gertson. Riley Gertson. Through traffic, and a nice save there on the opportunity by Gilbert. And Dick, he'll chase that one down against Williams. Puck will get centered across. Hepner gets taken down by Younger. And they continue on. Twisters clear it all the way down just wide of the net, and it will be an icing. Here's a look at Riley Gertson's opportunity on his breakaway. He comes in, gets some sort of a breakaway there. Good job by Jacob Phillips, staying with him the whole time. And Roy Neal's goal was unassisted. Off the draw, just wide of the net. Canucks controlling, center loose in front. And Ends jumps on that one, brings us a stoppage in play. Shots not up at 25 apiece. 15:44 to go here in the frame. And off the draw, one back, quick shot by the Canucks. Rebound picked up by Hyatt. He's trying to work with it. Clark Bergman in there. Pressuring his man, and picked up by William. William back to the point for Aiden Bruce. Aiden Bruce walking around behind the net. And Mark Paulette now takes some pressure off here as the Canucks had a good start to the frame. And Neal trying to cut his way through traffic a little bit too fast. Couldn't take the puck with him. And now a turnover by the Twisters behind the net. And Hyatt couldn't do anything with it. Paulette now working it the other way. And he'll go for a change. Twisters get it out of the zone. Weeb, he'll play it on the near side. All the way down Whiteley. He'll play it across to Phillips. Back to Whiteley. Whiteley from behind his goal. He'll work it across. All the way down the ice, played ahead. And into the zone comes Weeb. Trying to center that one for Joliker. Joliker now with the puck on his stick. He'll play that all the way across ice to Van Dynes. His shot through traffic and holding on with bodies in front is Gilbert. And here's a look at the replay of that opportunity there. Nice little setup by the Twisters in the attack zone. And there's a shot by Van Dynes. Up the draw. Twisters, they put that up into the netting. That brings us a stoppage in play here, 14-16. Off the draw, Phillips. He'll work it across and get it right back, and misplayed that one. Still working with it on the near side. Through traffic. Here come the Canucks. Skating into the zone. Whiteley. And he'll turn that over. Bouncing puck. Twisters trying to control it. Picked up now here by Jacob Carrolls. Carrolls. He'll play that one in. Off the stick of Gilbert. And Osterman on the far side. It's Whiteley picked off by a Twister. Twisters now behind the net. Back to a point. Van Dynes, and that gets blocked. And comes right down dangerously in front. Still working with it. Across to Van Dynes. His shot through traffic picked up by Gertson. And he couldn't get it on net. Back to Van Dynes. Shot through traffic, and that one was just wide. Still working with it as the Twisters have pressure mounting here in the attack zone. Van Dynes, he'll play it down low. 13:05 on the clock. To Hepner. And he'll make Sobey miss. Takes a shot. And a quick glove whistle again by the referee. And it was in and out of the glove of Gilbert very quick. As the Twisters bench again complaining about this third quick whistle here of the game. But nevertheless, we got started to play here, 12:55, and with that, I would like to give a big shout out to number 18's favorite fan. Hope work isn't getting in the way of a great hockey game from Andrea. And back ready to go off the draw. Price beats DeGrave. Trying to center that one off the stick of William. Twisters controlling here in the attack zone again. DeGrave working it Weeb off his stick. And now here comes Price. And there's three going the other way for the Canucks, including William and Neal. Trying to go in tight on ends, and that won't happen. Glove down by the All's dangerous Neal. Across to Williams, spinning past one guy inside out. And Price falls down. Meanwhile, Jonker going the other way. He puts on the brakes. Makes a man miss. Works it in front to the grave, and he put that one off the stick and just wide of the net. Skirmish for the puck, continuing down low. Shot by Jonker, that gets blocked. Picked up, controlled here by the Twisters still. And DeGrave works it down low, trying to get to Wabe, and Wabe puts a nice hit down on Neal. Trying to get a shot away is Jonker. He spins through traffic, works it back to Jacob Carrolls. His shot through traffic, and getting a piece of that is the goalkeeper, possibly. There's nothing registered on the shot clock, and gloving down that puck coming into the zone is ends. Shots 27-26 in favor of the Penn Valley Twisters. Gives us a period total of 6 apiece. 11:44 to go in regulation. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. We thank you for tuning in to this broadcast of the MMJHL Hockey. And the Twisters getting it out of the zone quickly off the draw and giving chase is Colton Wabe and Cohen Thomas. Wabe pressuring his man. It's going through traffic. It's Whiteley. And Whiteley continues at it with a couple of stick checks from the Twisters as they prevail with the puck. And they put it the other way, clearing it into the zone. That puck comes all the way out onto the near side, onto the stick of Younger. He tried to play that across, couldn't get to Hyatt. Didn't get through the traffic. There's a shot saved and kicked into the corner by Ents. Xander Carrolls working into Cohen Thomas. Ironson beats him out, and the Canucks can't keep it in the zone. Walking in and blocking that opportunity. As Hyatt walks into the zone, Twisters send it all the way down. And it's not going to be icing. As the ref did, the linesman had his hand up. The other one waved it off, though. Still working with it now here on the far side. Jamming at it. A couple twisters go down there. Here the skirmish of the puck. Now Bergman, he tries to get it out. And one ref signals one thing, the other ref signals the other. As the head ref called hand passes. The back ref already waved it off. It'll be a neutral face-off here. Off the draw. Hepner. He'll play it ahead. Jonathan Dick now with the puck. Off the boards and off a stick there of Wade, trying to get it out as the Twisters. Canucks fire it right back in. Hepner. He'll work it to Jalker. Jalker, he'll get it ahead, and here comes DeGrave with Weeb. DeGrave in front for Weeb, and that's just wide of the net. DeGrave now comes around from behind the net, fires. Puck in the traffic in front, and comes all the way back to the point. And firing right at the shin pad is Dick, and chasing that one down. Good play there by the Twisters. But Sobey had an opportunity going the other way. Here comes Hepner. Hepner through traffic. Walks in, and he'll fire that one, bouncing puck wide of the goal. And now here's another break here. Mason Vendel walks in on the breakaway. And another nice save by Enns, and the rebound, the Canucks scored. And it's a 2-1 game as William finds the back of the net from Mason Vendel. A come from behind lead. And it's William from Mason Vendel with 9:19 to go. And here's a quick look at the replay of the Canucks goal. William controlling again. He'll play it in. Jacob Carroll still dodging. Rush up the hit. Picked up by Gertzen. Here comes Gertzen going the other way. Gertzen through traffic fans on that one. He'll play it across and picked up by Osterman. Here comes Osterman on the far side. Played right back in by Whiteley. Jacob Carroll's with the puck on his stick. He'll play it across to Gertzen. Gertzen working it back to Jacob Carroll's. Twisters now coming out of their own zone on the far side. Van Dynes, he'll walk in. Pressure by Neal. And Neal can't get it out. Southern holds the line, walks in, fire save. Rebound to the Twisters score. And they were tied back up at 2. Sutherland was in front. I don't know who got it. And first coming out, it's going to be Alex Van Dynes from Slade Sutherland. So Alex Van Dynes got his stick on it last. As there's the shot, there's the rebound, and the cheer of the fans here from the visitors. It's Alex Van Dynes from Slade Sutherland. And with that, we're tied up here again in a short matter of time. Canucks quickly jumping back, and that one fires just wide of the net. Xander Carroll's working at it. Dakota Thomas, and that comes out of the zone. To Neal. And Neal misplays that one with 8 to go. And the Canucks send that all the way down the ice, and it's going to be an icing. Bring us a stoppage in play here at 7:51. Shot totals are 30 to 48. Sorry, 30 to 28, sorry, in favor of the St. James Canucks. Off the draw. Canucks controlling on the near side. Jacob Carroll plays it into the zone. Bruce from behind his net. And the Twisters jump on that puck, but it's still controlled by the Canucks. Across to Jacob Carrolls now. Carrolls into the zone. He'll play it. And DeGrave chasing it down. Same with Joliker and Weeb. As Weeb had it for a second. Now going the other way. Fed ahead by Price. Into the zone comes William. To Neal. Back to Price. I think they got a shot away. 2-on-1. 3-on-1 going the other way. Weeb walking in. Fires. Save. And holding it not at the line is Van Dynes. And we'll see at the replay here. That was awfully close. The linesman right there calls it offside. As Van Dyne's having a little bit of a chat with the referee about that call. He thought he made it there in time. Price, and he'll get hauled down, but they're going to get both of them. We got no penalties. And here's a look at the replay. We got Price on a hold, and the Twisters on a hook. Or maybe the other way around, and Price can't believe that. He's not too happy. It's offsetting penalties at 6:58 to go. Canucks. They put that around behind the net. So it'll be Price and Clark both off for the 2 minutes and a whistle. Cohen Thomas, he gets an unlucky bounce off a stanchion and played ahead by Hyatt. And Canucks now controlling. Deflected just wide, save made, rebound, and Ends holds on for a great save. That all started off of a Canucks bounce off the stanchion that as the Twisters try to clear it in. There is a shot attempt by the down Canuck line, down firing that one in on Ends. And Logan Ends staying strong. Quick shot off the draw and sticks that into the corner. Still working for that puck. And Joker clears it in on net. And I couldn't quite hear which one was which there again. But there are the offsetting penalties as we continue on to go here with 6:05 on the clock. And Grindle behind his net. He'll work it out to Phillips on the near side. And Phillips gets bumped into the Twisters bench. Hepner plays it across. Long stretch pass deflected in by Alex Van Dynes in on net. Whiteley pressured by Van Dynes. As well as Sutherland out there. Gertzen now off his stick and bouncing puck. Canucks played into the zone of Sobey. Long stretch pass picked up by Van Dynes, and he's going to get called on offside. That's going to be pretty tough to see here on the replay, but you can't see it from there, that camera angle. So that long pass offside means the faceoff's going to come into the Twister zone. 5:22 on the clock. Shots at 31-29 in favor of the St. James Canucks. Kyle Van Dynes. He'll play it ahead on the near side, and the Twisters get it out of the zone. Colton Weeb giving chase. They're going to have to go back the other way. Pressured by Xander Carrolls and Cohen Thomas. Canucks play it in. Ends plays it behind his net, turning it over, makes a nice stick save, and might have got away with the trip in front. Meanwhile, Jacob Carroll's taking it the other way. He centers that one, bouncing puck in front. Waiting, firing, and just wide of the net by by Weeb. Back to Bergman. Bergman, he gets past one guy, circles, giving him space and time. Plays it back to Jacob Carroll, to Brett Bergman. Bergman, his shot on net, still jamming at it. And here's a chance going the other way for William. Pressure by Carrolls, and he goes high. And a save on that opportunity by Enns. And William now walks in, fires, and a save on the opportunity again by Enns. Two quick saves in succession here by Enns. And there's the second one. There was the first one before that. As Price is in on the draw. Twisters, they are going to work it out of the zone. Trying to get ahead of Clark. Picked up by William. William, he'll play back to the point for Neal. Here comes Neal, makes a move, goes one way and faked out everyone on the ice. With that move as Hepner hand passes it to Clark and it gets waved off. It hit the down Canucks stick. And that's a high IQ play there by Hepner. As you can see, he gets away with it. That stick on the ice, I think, is a Canucks stick that broke it up, although the Twisters player did move the stick, so not so sure about waving that one off. Dick Hill working out of the zone. Gallagher giving chase, and that hits the Canuck exiting. Mason Van Dal's going to come back here to the Canucks side of center ice in front of their bench here. 3:45 to go. Canucks leading on the shot clock, 34-30. We got a 2-2 hockey game. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, bringing you this MMJHL action along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. We thank you all for tuning in. Dick Hill working back and deflected in off the stick of Joliker. Whiteley now with it. Whiteley off the backhand, deflected in off the stick of a Twister, and Twister's trying to get it out. Hits Cole Younger, and now they'll get it out. Picked up by DeGrave. DeGrave on the far side, walking in his shot, and that hits a Canucks stick. Goes into the corner boards. Probably Whiteley, he'll work it the other way. And here come the Canucks with speed on the near side. Osterman, he'll put it across. And Van Dynes, he'll fight it with Unger. Still working at it. Osterman now. Right where the skirmish with Cole Younger left off. Now Younger with the puck on his stick. Still working at it. Derek Weeb going in to give some assistance for the Twisters. And that did exactly what they needed. And it prevailed for them, and they're able to get it out of the zone. 2:45 to go. As Jacob Carroll picks it up, Griffin Hyatt offside. And that's batted down and played. Not by a high stick there for the Canucks. They continue on. On the near side, trying to work it to Thornton. That won't go for the Canucks. And Sutherland takes it the other way. And the roadblock, though, for Neal working as he also dodges a hit with his agility, walks into the zone. Still with the puck, Thornton, and he centers that, throwing that across ice. No one there. Glove down by Gertzen and played now by Neal as he'll work it across with 2:05 on the clock. Off a couple sticks. Controlled now by the Twisters. They work it ahead on the near side. Still jamming at it. Dick works around behind the net. And Kyle Van Dyne sends it all the way down. It will not be icing as that hits Gilbert at the other end of the ice with 105 seconds to go in regulation. Canucks waiting for their change to finish, and now they're ready to go. Anderson, he'll chip that ahead, and Twisters pick that off quickly. They'll have to tag back up at the line. Picked off here by the Twisters. And here comes Mark Paulette. He'll try and make a move, can't get it past Aiden Bruce. Still working with it. Hepner, he'll clear it in. Clark now, he'll center that in front of the net. Twisters, they batted that one just wide of the net. Mason Van Dal chases after that puck. Van Dal getting chased, picked up by Clark. And Clark centers it just wide. Back to the point for Jacob Carrolls. And now we'll get sent, trying to send that out to the Canucks. Hepner holds it at the line. Gloved and played by Carrolls. He'll center that. Rebound controlled by the Canucks. Carrolls picks it off, and he'll play it behind the net. 39 seconds to go. Cale Price. He'll work it the other way, and here come the Canucks. Putting it into the zone. Clark picks it up, circling around behind his net. And DeGrave plays that in on net. Play now to Neal. Neal can't find it, trying to corral it. Now he will. He'll work it across. Here come the Canucks on the near side, playing it into the zone. Dangerously in front, and Ends holds on with 10.2 as Hyatt was right in front of him. And here's that opportunity on the hard rush from Griffin Hyatt. And Ends holds on for a whistle. Off the draw. Tie-up continues. Joker trying to get it out of the zone. And now he'll clear that one, and we got extra frames coming your way here shortly. It's a 2-2 game. Another 3-2 final it will be in this series. Shots, 34 apiece each after a whole 60 minutes of play. That gives your third period shot totals coming in here for the Pembina Valley Twisters, a total of 13. St. James Canucks, 14. And here we'll quickly go over your goal scores and before we get ready for a puck drop for overtime. Your goal scoring here in the third period. Roy Neal started off his 11th of the playoffs, 248 into the frame. Now 10:41, Tyrone William, his 6th of the year from Mason Vandal. And then 50, what was that? That's 55 seconds after that goal. Alex Van Dyne's got his 2nd of the postseason from Slade Sutherland. And with that, we got a 2-2 hockey game. That's how we say. As Gilbert congratulates his guys to come on here for the start. We got 10 minutes of overtime. Still tied after that. We'll clear the ice. And we'll be back for 20, and we'll continue on from there until we have determined a winner. And it is full 5-on-5 as it is the postseason. Bergman, Clark out there, along with Mark Pouet, Jacob Carrolls, and Van Dyne's on the line. One, Carrolls controls, Price, William, Mason Vandal, Neal, and Aiden Bruce, your starters in overtime for the Canucks, who will change that up following the Twisters icing. Or I thought yes, Whiteley's going to come on the ice now for Aiden Bruce. Off the draw, Twisters get it out. Whiteley picks it up on the near side. They'll play that one across. Canucks controlling here in the defensive zone. Ray Whiteley up off the stick of Price. Price trying to cut the D, and he runs into traffic. Great save on it by Ends on the quick opportunity. Whiteley plays it across. Canucks looking dangerous here early on. Looking, firing, loose puck in front. They can't get a shot away. Another shot blocked, and it's all Canucks early on. William, he centers to Neal. Neal, he'll play that across. Now to Whiteley. Joker still playing without his stick. Bench has one ready if he can reach one. Back to Neal. His shot gets blocked by Pouet and out of the zone. And Joker able to scoop his stick back up. And now here's the transfer to DeGrave. DeGrave all out, walks in, save, rebound, jamming at it. And a great opportunity for the Twisters. Nevertheless, scrum continues down low. And there's some pushing and shoving down low with Aiden Bruce and Bergman. Bergman or Clark, can't see it. The number as Dick turns that one over. And Gertzen comes right in, breaking Hyatt's rush up. As Younger plays ahead to Osterman. Into the slot for Hyatt, and Hyatt can't get a shot away. Hepner on the near side. Head to the grave. Picked up by Osterman. The 2 for the Canucks. Quick shot, and that one's wide of the net. 8 to go. Aiden Bruce. He'll turn that one over to Carroll's. Carroll's ahead of Gertzen. Here comes Gertzen. He walks in and he left the puck. Picked up by the Canucks. Here comes Mason Vandell. Crashing the net, and Hans holds on for a whistle. And some physical activity with Sutherland, or correction, Alex Van Dynes, and William in front of the Twisters' goal. 7:40 on the clock. Shots in overtime are 2 apiece. Face off to the right of ends. Price in on the draw against Xander Carrolls. Twisters trying to get it out. Comes to the stick of Aiden Bruce. His shot through traffic. Blocked by Colton Weeb. Weeb trying to play it out. And that gets gloved ahead by the Twisters off the stick of Price. Price gloves it now back to himself. Price walks in. Backhand forehand ends. Stands strong with the save. And the Twisters, they're able to clear that out. Glove quickly down by the Canucks and by the side. He'll play across to Bruce. Bruce into the zone. He'll send that puck. Jacob Carrolls, he'll work it across and get it right past. William chasing. And Gertzen forks it in. Quickly picked up by Phillips. Across to Thornton and into the zone. Here comes Chase Obi. Fans on that rebound. Save by ends. Thornton working with it. Picked up by Van Dynes. And he'll clear it ahead out of the reach of Gertzen. Canucks controlling now here defensively. They'll work it across. Now off the stick, skating into the zone for Alex Van Dynes. Van Dynes, he gets knocked to a knee. He'll work it to Gertzen. Gertzen out to Van Dynes. Back to the point to Hepner. Hepner waits, walks in, fires through traffic, rebound. Twisters couldn't get a shot away. Still working here on the near side. Puck comes all the way around behind the net. Picked up by a Canuck, picked off by the Twisters, and that shot. It looks like Gilbert must have got part of it or the side of the net. And the Canucks relieve some pressure for now before going for a change. Sutherland giving chase, and icing won't be called as that was touched by Noah Gilbert. Here comes William. William walks in and he can't hold it in the zone. He'll fire that right back in. Twisters work it out to DeGrave. And DeGrave gets taken down. He'll turn that one over to Cale Price. Cale Price walks in and he scores. And the Canucks win by a score of 3-2. And they will take game 3. So the Canucks with the big home win. And with that, we'll head back on Saturday to Morris for game number 4. Your final shots 38-37 in favor of St. James. Cale Price with your game winner in this one. And we'll head for your 3 stars and be with you here shortly. And here are tonight's 3 stars in tonight's game. Player who was around there a lot, making it work, getting his team off. He had a goal, and he was out there giving them opportunities time and time again. From your Pembina Valley Twisters, number 21, with 1 goal, Alex Van Dynes. Your second star in tonight's game, from the St. James Junior Canucks. He played outstanding in this one. all over the ice. He also got rewarded with the goal in this one and could have had more from how he was skating. Number 2, Tyrone William. And with that, your first start in tonight's game. He had 1 goal, came away with this one, with the game winner from the St. James Canucks, number 18, Cale Price. It's the Canucks topping the Twisters 3-2 in overtime. I'm your host, Billy Brandt, with my cameraman, Josh Keck. We will see you on Saturday out in Morris for game number 4. And that'll be broadcasted right here on the Twisters YouTube channel. Signing off. Having all a good night. Until the next